Today I'm sharing some news from my nest, and it's about shoutouts of some young friends I have on YouTube. Hi, sweet friends. I'm Mary, and welcome to Mary's Nest. I'm a former New York City girl, but I live the simple life now with my sweet husband here in the Texas Hill Country. And this channel is all about cooking from scratch, living naturally, and creating a cozy home. And if you're like me and you want to live the simple life, no matter where you live, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the little notification bell below. That'll let you know every time I upload a new video. Something that's been a wonderful outcome of making YouTube videos is that I've met so many wonderful people and I've made wonderful friends. Most of them are other women in my age group. And as I've shared with you, I'm in my 60s, my early 60s, and most of my social circle is sort of in that 50 to 60-year-old range, and it's just been wonderful making girlfriends at this stage in my life. And I've even got to meet some of them, which is especially nice. But something that has been very fun about being in the YouTube community is that I've got to know some young adults, and I think it's so much fun hearing about what they enjoy and watching their channels, and I wanted to share some of their channels with you tonight. When my son was home over spring break, I said, you know, I have some nice friends on YouTube. And he said, oh yes, you've shared with me the lovely ladies that you've become friends with and so on and so forth. And I said, I also have some young friends, and they're in your age group and a little older, like in the millennial generation and whatnot. And he said, wow, Mom, you're really kicking it on YouTube. So it's fun knowing some young people. They're so nice, and they work so hard, and they have nice YouTube channels, and two deal with food, or related to food and health. And one is, the first one I'm going to tell you about is called Project Life. And it's really an interesting channel, and it's a nice young man. His name is Sean, and he's engaged to a lovely young woman named Lily. And I've become very nice friends with them. And Sean's channel, as I said, it's called Project Life, and it's a self-improvement channel, and he's very uplifting and very inspirational, a very hardworking young man. I believe he's in his late 20s, and Sean, forgive me if I'm not correct exactly on your age, but he has a very motivating personality. And he talks about how to improve yourself in business, your own personal self through exercise and eating right and thinking right and so on and so forth, and also how to improve your personal life. He talks about making sure that he and his fiancée try to do their best to stick to date night, and even if it's just something simple. And he talks about expanding your relationships with friends and family and keeping that part of your life active and enjoyable, and so on and so forth. But he's a very nice young man, very uplifting, and I think he has a channel that young people in his age group would really enjoy. He lives in the Rhode Island area, and he often goes into Boston, and he shows some very nice scenery, some very nice overhead shots. And I might have shared this with you all in the past, I'm not sure. I went to Boston College, and so oh, there's Obi, Obi-Wan, my dog. I think she wants a snack. In any event, so I went to school. I went to Boston College, and so I was in Boston. And so when Sean goes to Boston, he has those wonderful overhead shots. It's very nice to see. But he's very interesting. He is venturing into buying real estate, which is amazing for a young man, and expanding his business opportunities and talking about how he keeps himself motivated and focused on his goals. And he talks about setting goals. And his videos, what are so nice about them, and even in my age group, I enjoy them because they are very inspirational and very uplifting. He talks about in small chunks of information. His videos are not very long, and he talks in small, digestible bites, so that he will give you 3 tips, 4 tips, 5 tips, whatever the case may be, on how to be positive, or how to get up early, or how to set a good nighttime routine, or how to cope with tests, or the recent one, how to cope with tests in your life. And it's not even about taking a test, although you could apply it to that. He had an excellent one on study habits for those of you who still might be in school. But tests in life, things that may test you and that you have to get through. But he keeps it light and helpful and in digestible bites. So I highly recommend you check out his channel. And if you have any young people in your life, I highly recommend that you have them take a look at it. And he's getting married this summer, so I'm very happy for him and Lily. I think they're just a lovely couple, and Lily is in some of his videos, which is nice. She's a joy, always a joy to see. So it's Project Life, and I will link in the iCards, and I'll also put it in the description below so that you can go check out his channel and let him know that I sent you over there. And hopefully if there are young people in your life that may find him inspirational, by all means share his channel with them, and you might find you enjoy it too. I pretty much watch his videos every time they come out. No, talking about when his videos come out, it's very cute. He generally posts Monday and Friday, so you don't get overwhelmed, so that you can really take and digest the little bits of information he shares and try to maybe put them into action. And then he comes back on Friday, and he's cute because I can't remember his exact slogan. Forgive me, Sean, but it's something cute to the effect of, I put a video out on Monday to get your week started, and on Friday to get your weekend going. It's something cute like that. And then periodically he says that he does post videos sometimes during the week, his schedule permitting. But so go check him out, and I think you're going to find him and Lily very nice. And I just wanted to share, you may wonder how I got to know these young people, because generally I wouldn't necessarily cross paths with them on YouTube. I tend to be more with the simple life, the small-scale homesteaders, the large-scale homesteaders, and so on and so forth. But I met Sean in a little group. It's a Facebook group that we're in. And it's the same group that I met Denise from This and That with Denise, and Christine, who I've talked about before, who has Happy Fluff and Stuff for women over 50. And Denise is the homemaking channel, and she's like the consummate homemaker, if you've seen her channel. And then you have Happy Stuff and Fluff with Christine for women over 50. Of course, you know I like that. And then the other lady that I met is Marcy Vandenberg, and that's her channel, is her name. And she's that essential oil expert. She's terrific. Her channel is all about essential oils. So I'll link to the video where I talked about them so that you can go check out their channels if you haven't had a chance. But that's where I met Sean, in that same group. And we get help and advice for how to post YouTube videos, how to make YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. And so Denise and Christine and Marcy and I kind of all bonded because we're kind of in the same age group and whatnot. But people post a little bit about themselves or their videos or whatnot, and they ask all of us, in the group to watch them and comment and give constructive criticism, things like that. And so Sean's was one of the ones that I picked because I saw it was a self-improvement and this, that, and the other thing, and motivational and uplifting. I enjoy that. And when I saw his channel, I was very impressed. And so I started commenting and watching his videos. And so that's how I got to know him and become friends. And the next two girls that I want to mention, Carrie and Stephanie, I met them the same way, but through a different group, a different Facebook group that I'm in. And Carrie, I'll talk about her first. She has a blog and a YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel is new. So she's only got a few videos up, but definitely if you get a chance, go and visit her YouTube channel. It's called Clean Eating Kitchen, and she has the blog also that goes with it. And the blog has been around longer, so there's a lot of information there. And on her YouTube channel, she's just starting to put out videos, and so I want to show her some support. She's a lovely, lovely young woman. And she focuses, as it says, on clean eating, and that's something that really interests me. As you know, it's very traditional foods, real foods oriented, but she also takes it a step further to help people who may have specific dietary needs to help certain dietary or certain health conditions. So she's got some dairy-free, she's got gluten-free. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Oh, juicing. I am fascinated by that. And she even has healthy recipes for the Instant Pot, which is, all the rage. So, and she's just a lovely, delightful young woman. And she's just kind of getting her feet wet, making the videos. It's kind of like, her hands and showing what she's doing and all, and she wants to expand on that. But I think it's going to be a lovely YouTube channel as she starts adding videos to it, because her blog is very nice. And her blog is the same name, cleaneatingkitchen.com. And again, check the description. I'll put all of these links in there. But if you are interested in real foods, traditional foods, and if you're in my social circle, you are, definitely check her out. And the fact that she has these various recipes, if you have certain dietary restrictions, is very helpful. And they look like nice recipes, because sometimes gluten-free, it can be a little unpredictable. Hers look very nice, and as dairy-free as well. And then juicing is always fun. So be sure to check her out, Kerry, and cleaneatingkitchen.com. And her YouTube channel is the same name, Clean Eating Kitchen. But again, I'll link to them so that you can head over there and show her some support and let her know what you think of her channel and all, and cheer her on while she's growing her YouTube channel. And then the next girl that I met also in the same group where I met Kerry, her name is Stephanie. And her I believe her last name, and excuse me, Stephanie, if I don't pronounce it correctly, Wittick, I think it's Wittick. And her YouTube channel and her blog, she has a blog too, and also a very nice one. And it's by her name, Stephanie Wittick. And I will link to that again in the iCards. Or in the blogs, I'll put the links down in the description, but along with their YouTube channel too. Stephanie is a very interesting young woman, and she just couldn't be sweeter. She's absolutely adorable. She's only 24 years old, and just a scotch older than my son. She's, as I said, 24 years old. She's married, and on her About page, she has a picture of her and her husband walking together, holding hands. They look adorable. And she is very interesting because she struggled. I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. She struggled with IBS and other chronic health issues so far for 4 years. And she made it basically her young adult life mission to improve her own health, help herself, but in doing so, help other people who may be struggling with chronic illness or similar chronic illness like what she's going through and has gone through. But through proper diet and exercise and various other things that she talks about on her blog and on her YouTube channel, she's really helped herself to feel a lot better. So it's very inspirational. And especially if you know any young people who are struggling with these kinds of conditions, it can be very disheartening, and you can feel it's probably, I would imagine, very easy to become depressed. But she's really reaching out, and she has such a pleasing personality, and she comes across so sweet on her YouTube channel. And so I would highly recommend that. Check her out, head over to her YouTube channel, tell her hello and that I sent you over. And if you know of young people who may be struggling with these types of chronic illnesses, even yourself if you're older, you might find her very inspirational and very helpful and uplifting. And that's what I think, that when you have a chronic illness, that's what you need. You really need to be uplifted, and you need to feel you're not alone, and that there are other people out there who are experiencing what you're experiencing and going through what you're going through, and willing to sort of have a little camaraderie and a little social circle, even if it is online. It can be very uplifting and very supportive. So check her out and pass her on, share her, her channel with other young people. And in conjunction with Kerry, who has the Clean Eating channel and the Clean Eating blog, I mean, I think together they just go hand in hand beautifully. And they're both just lovely. And I've known Kerry a little longer, and she's such a lovely woman, a lovely young woman, and delightful and educational, and a wonderful chef. So I think Kerry and Stephanie together, their YouTube channels together and their blogs together, can really help people who may be struggling with chronic illness or dietary issues and so on and so forth. So be sure to check them out, and I think you're going to enjoy them. And I think you're going to really enjoy Sean too. He's very uplifting. They're fine young people, and I feel very pleased to have met them and had the opportunity to get to know them on YouTube. Well, that's all the news from my nest for tonight, but if you'd like to learn more about Mary's Nest, be sure to subscribe to my channel and then click on this video over here where I have a short playlist where you can learn all about my channel, and I'll see you over there in my Texas Hill Country kitchen. Love and God bless.